Hi everyone, this the Long Tano here, the internet's busiest music nerd, and it's time for a review of Young Stoner Life Records, Young Thug's and Gunna's Slime Language 2. Once again, Young Thug is assembling the Young Stoner Life Records roster for a large project of tracks, but this time with bigger guests, but this time with Gunna on a whole lot more songs. Yes, in comparison with the original Slime Language, there is a lot more to Slime Language 2, but honestly, there's not too much more in the way of cohesion or consistency. This project's an hour and 15 minutes in length, and while the expanded track list does leave more room for bangers, it also leaves more room for utter misses. Because Slime Language 2 is spotty at best, and that's all there is to it. There are tracks on this project that are so utterly underwritten they're in one ear, out the other. Reckless with Dolly White being the biggest offender. We also get cuts featuring vocally nondescript D-leaguers that I wouldn't be able to recall if I listened to them 20 more times. Como Te Llama, also the track Trance. You can't tell me on this track, given the generic auto-tune settings and $5 beat, that there is anything distinct or standout happening here. And then there are songs here that fall utterly short of expectations despite their star power. Solid with Drake is an absolute snooze fest from front to back. Everybody here, from Drake to Thugger to Gunna, underperforms. It's kind of a smoky, one-dimensional mood piece. Then there's the song Superstar, which was oddly goofy. I know every once in a while Future does drop a track or a feature with a totally out there inflection or flow, refrain, but this is no King's Dead. What we get instead here are these strained, annoying vocal leads. Everybody wanna be a superstar. And then there's spots on this thing where a single boring verse derails an otherwise hot song. For example, Gunna is such a non-factor on Ski as well as Diamonds. Now, despite Travis Scott's best efforts to breathe life into the back end of that track. Same thing with Kid Cudi on Moon Man. He is really the selling point of that song, even with the beat being as horrifically sluggish as it is. The awkward flows from YNWB Slime really sour the mood on Really Be Slime. But with all of that being said, there are actually some highlights on this project. You get the tight, colorful trap beats, as well as the wild vocal eccentricities that you expect from Thugger and the YSL brand. For example, SLATTY is a great energetic kickoff to the entire project. Rowdy Rebel is a force to be reckoned with on the track Came and Saw. He has great chemistry with Thugger on the song too. The bright, heavy horn-laced beat on this one is fantastic as well. Then Thugger and Uzi on the very smooth Proud of You strike up a cute, complimentary bit of chemistry where they're really proud of each other. I know the verses on this one aren't really pointing to that theme in total, and there's a lot of flashy lyricism, but the brotherly love is there. Their friendship, their admiration for each other, it cuts through on this really woozy beat. Oddly enough, Lil Duke and Nav make quite the pair on the song Pots and Pans. The hectic beat and Duke flows contrast really well with the stone-faced and still and robotic, consistent rapping from Nav. Then on the back end of the project, we have a relatively personal and moving closer, along with teasers that I liked moderately going into the project, like Get Fucked Up, as well as That Go featuring Meek Mill. But you know what? They actually sound a little bit better shoulder to shoulder with the more mediocre cuts here. But overall, Slime Language 2, and not that I expected any different, is just okay. It's just barely okay. Look, if you want to give this thing a try, and if you're a Young Thug fan, I recommend treating this like a comp. Give it a listen, take the tracks that you enjoy from it, put them on a playlist, and just don't look back. Because even though this is 23 tracks long, the hits are low and the batting average is off. But I'm sure that's not going to stop Young Stoner Life from coming out with an even more bloated project in 2 to 3 years, and I guess we'll see that when it happens. Feeling a light 5 on this one. Transition, have you given this project a listen? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What would you rate it? You're the best, you're the best. What should I review next? Hit the like if you like. Please subscribe and please don't cry. Hit the bell as well. Over here next to my head is another video that you can check out. Hit that up or the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, Young Stoner Life, forever.